my channel, and just as I promised that I'll be dropping a quick review of the trades that we caught last week and the ones that we did not also catch last week, so we could sharpen our minds and get ready for the new week too. So without any further delay, I would love to jump right into it. Already I've done everything, so we'll just review each of them so we can make it very swift, so we can save much time, and so we don't get this video very long. So without any further delay, this was the first trade that I called actually on the VIP channel and also on the community channel. So the whole logic behind this trade was that with the weekly outlook that I dropped as of Sunday evening on the Telegram channel. If you are not part of it, you could use the link in the description to join up. So we were looking for retracements towards the upside and potentially for price to continue with the bearish move to the downside. But then there was also a tendency that if price broke up higher, and one of the key levels that we're looking out for was this whole region around 33.25. But then if price should break through it, would be getting more buys towards the upside and probably reclaiming the 3,400 region. So the first trade was this. This was, I don't know if you are seeing this. This was the previous week low before the week started. This was the previous week low. So how I took this trade, or how I caught this trade, was that already with the fact that we're looking for the retracement back to the upside, you need to wait for price to take out a significant point of liquidity, whereby in this case was this previous week low, and we could see something like this, and then price coming. So probably some people have entries right here. Price swept liquidity from this level and then came back up. So what I was watching out for was for price to first of all do this, take people out that were looking for buys at around this level, and then after taking them out, we get our POI. This is a very profitable pattern or strategy that backs a lot of wins. It backs a lot of wins. So we could see what happened here, right here, and we got the sweep, and then next thing, price gives us an entry close to the level that price took out liquidity, and then boom, we have a move to the upside. And then I know you all are wondering, how will we get our entry in this case, or how I got the whole of these entries. If we should go down to 5 minutes, let's preferably go down to 1 minute instead. Sorry, let's go to 5 minutes. Yes, I picked this out on 5 minutes. What you notice is that after the sweep of liquidity taking out the previous week low, there was the first POI that was presented was this 5 minutes average, and you could see how price respected it from the midpoint. That is how you pick your entries on this kind of trade, with the whole HTF confirmation and everything. This is how you pick your entry. And then this level where people were buying from, because if we should go down to 1 minute, we have like a buy level right here that I was talking about, that people's stop loss will be right here. So this level 2, in correlation to this level, you could see what happened. You could see how price still came back and picked this level below. Can you see? It sniped it actually. It sniped it and boom, decided to get the move up. And then when we go back to 1 minute, this is actually a more aggressive entry right here. This is actually a more aggressive entry that once price swept the liquidity, then with the full candle formation on 1 minute that you're getting, you could enter your trades from this level. So this was actually the first trade that we took for last week. If you're not part of the channel, you actually missed. It was really an amazing one, and I used this vertical lines to like separate. This was like Monday, so this side right here is Tuesday. So on Tuesday, during the Asian session, price kept on pushing up higher, broke through this level that I was talking about, that if we don't break it, probably we might see some push to the downside, but then broke through it, and then started to give retracements down towards Wednesday, early Wednesday, and we had all this consolidation. Now this is where I did not call any trade on Tuesday actually. So this was where the whole idea of how I dropped this trade or that trade on the channel too. So after this consolidation, now you know what happens when we have a ranging market. You wait for a breakout, and when you wait for a breakout, you just wait for something significant to happen on the lower time frame. So we could see what happened here. We had this range consolidation breakout, price came back into the range and then sold down to take out what is here. This is a very significant level to take out the Asian low. This is where the Asian low was sitting at. Now this is a much more better confirmation to say, okay, now most likely price is going to push to the upside. If I zoom in closer by going down to 1 minute, we could see what happened after the sweep of the Asian low. Price started to form all this, came back, pick orders. We could actually even get entries from here on 1 minute, but then what I did that day was waited and then break of structure to the upside, break of structure. We saw what happened. Price got close to this POI, but then price boom pushed up higher due to news that was happening. There was news at 3:15 this day. So still after the news, we saw price coming back. Now this news low now is holding liquidity. There's liquidity, and the best trades or the best entries always have, like, you need to take liquidity before you push to the upside. So you could see what happened. Price picked swept liquidity right here. After it swept liquidity, the same thing that happened on the first trade. I told you there are people stop loss sitting down here. People that entered the buys early, their stop loss are sitting down on this level. So all you have to do is you just wait. If I should go down to 1 minute now, and I zoom this in a little bit more, you could see that, okay, already I marked this out to be my PY, but then I need more confirmation. I need more confirmation. This was where I dropped the trade on the community channel and on my VIP too. But then I need more confirmation. Where is the confirmation? You could see what happened after price came down. Price was now trying to use this level, and you could see there was a break of structure clearly here, but because of the fact that price failed to fill orders here initially, you could see what happened. There was a break of structure, but then price was trying to use this guy now as a breaker block to push lower, and then you could see what happened. Break of structure, and then we have another change of character right here. After the change of character, now with that, our PY now will be sitting at either this level. Let me mark this out so you all can see. At this level, which whereby you could see price actually picked the entries for those that were very early. Price picked it here, your SL somewhere right here, and then another this level, there's this failure swing. I don't know if you all are seeing this. Let me draw it out. There's something like this. After price came back and was trying to use this guy as a breaker block, we got this break of structure. Price came back, did this like it wants to buy, and then created the failure swing down to the downside, and then still came back, respected this guy and pushed down lower. But then next thing we saw, boom, a close above this high, signifying a change of character. And we could see how price came back, picked orders exactly at this level. We even have an inversion here, a beautiful lower time frame entry that will even give you more money. We had this inversion right here, and then price still closing above this this failure swing that was sitting right here. And after this close, still tapping, and this whole level now, there was resistance at this level, but then it has been flipped to be a support now, and you could see what happened. Can you see it? Very beautiful, very, very beautiful. And then that PY that was once invalidated with that sweep of liquidity to take out the news low, can you see how price now used it as a way to push up higher? So this was actually how I caught this main trade, and then the extra confirmation too that came up on it to the upside. And all of this happened on Wednesday, and then down Thursday we had even more confirmation towards the buys. We had some more confirmation towards the buys. but then I didn't take this actually. I didn't take this, but due to back testing, I came across it all, and we could see how the buys soared up high. You could see a very big 7-7 hour trade. These are very very nice trades that you could actually use very well on your real accounts or on your prop too. But then notice something here that happened right here. After this move from when we call this trade on lower time frame, you could see another break of structure sitting down right here, another break of structure sitting down right here. But then price did not come back to pick into the discount level. Can you see? Price failed to tap into the discount level, which in return, you know that now this guy now is actually inducement. This guy is actually the inducement due to the failure of price coming down to pick orders at the discount level. So you could also see after it did this, it left another break of structure here. So most people now will be baited at this level. Now they will be bait because their entries are here, their stop loss will most likely be here, but then price will fall down, take their stop loss, and you could see what happened, and then go down to this block right here. This PY is sitting down right here below the inducement, that's with the discount level. Now we could see how engineered liquidity, and then guess what happened? You are seeing it very very clear right here. And after it tapped into this confirmation once more, even on 1 minute, you could see this boom, change of character. Okay, sorry, let me make it even more better here. You could see what happened: lower, and then boom. You could see there's this change of character, price coming down to pick orders here, extra confirmation, and then pushing up to the upside. You could see this. Very beautiful, sorry about this. Very beautiful. And then we still had room to get more entries too at this level, because we have another brick of structure right here. Price went back up, came back, picked orders from this level, and kept on pushing. Multiple entries. This whole level too, there was like selling pressure at this point, but then we could see after price came back, broke and closed above it. Like if you go down lower to like 1 minute, subsequently I will actually be using the rewind tool. I will subscribe to premium to use the rewind tool so that we could actually get to see this better. You could see what happened here right here. Price was trying to buy from this level, failure swing. Price came here, tried to break above it, but then came back here to pick more orders, and then we could see what happened. This is how I caught this order entry right here. Price came back, still was trying to battle with this zone, but then we could see what happened here on 1 minute. It closed above the level. Price will come back for this hole. This is where our POI now will lie. You could put your SL as low as this cover up, and you could see how it's also 14 pips SL, but then you need to maybe give it some gap because of possibility of price tapping from this guy to push up higher. And you could see how price pushed up beautifully. Initially my target would be pushing up to take out Wednesday's high, but then you could also see there's this selling level right here again with this failure thing. And most times a lot of us make mistakes right here, because people, if you go down up to like higher time frames, you just be seeing this guy sitting down here, probably just another block or something right here. But then you could see what happened as price came up to this level. So like when you are taking this kind of trade now, you need to take note of all these levels that could cause significant push or could actually affect your trade. So you could see what happened as price tapped into it. You could start to see rejection, and with all of this rejection, if I should even go up to 15 minutes, and we zoom in some more. This was actually on Thursday. If you zoom in some more, you could actually see what happened right here. Okay, let's go to 5 minutes. I want you guys to see how I caught the first one. So if we should go down to 5 minutes, on 5 minutes you notice that after price tapped into this, price came back, broke structure to the downside. That means people that were looking for longs at this level were failed. Like it failed, also creating another failure swing. This is another entry that I used. I could see how price tapped into it and started to sink. After this sink now, another break of structure. Price retracing, coming into the discount, the premium level. And you could see price above 0.5, After that, we could see extra confirmation right here, and I think I marked this out. That must be it's most likely an FVG or an IFVG. Can you see? It's an FVG right here. Or probably let's say an IFVG because price broke through it. Price came back down, closed below it. Confirmation now. Load your entries at around the midpoint, and you could see what happened. There was news. This was NFP, and NFP respected this very, very well, very, very well. And another aggressive entry would actually be after the formation of this candle. You could sell from this point. Let me go down to 5 minutes. Sorry. You could actually sell with the open of the next candle after the this candle tapped and rejected. I think if we should go down to 1 minute, we should actually see another entry. Even though usually these news entries are actually very, very aggressive. You won't see a retracement. Yes, it was very, very aggressive, but then another entry right here would be picking your entry from this break. You could see this close. There was a close below this guy. Indicating more confirmation. I could see close and then tap. This next candle formed, picked orders from it, and you could see a very, very nice aggressive sell that went down to chase the low. So I did not take any of these NFP trades too. I did not take any of these NFP trades. I waited after NFP. After the whole sell happened now, what I did was, after the whole sell, about 30 to 25 minutes after NFP, what I did was I dropped this trade actually on my VIP channel. What I did, I waited. So you could see what happened here. Beautiful, a very, very beautiful, nice setup. You could see what happened right here. Fall, retrace back to pick more sell orders, and then break of structure. And then all of a sudden now, price came back. Most people now they'll be looking for more sales from this level, and their stop loss sitting right here. And we could see what price did. Price gave a response indicating like it's moving down, but then boom, what did we see? Change of character. After change of character, I placed my entry right here. This is where you take your entries from, and you could see the reaction. Beautiful, very, very beautiful. Your entry would just be sitting right here, and then you could just easily set your entry right here, and then your stop loss back to this low, and you can see what happened. Very beautiful trade. I actually give an early close to this, but then it smashed the first target. I think it smashed the first target. See it right here. You could see how the entry was really, really crazy, because it's on 1 minute. That's why it got close like that. You could see what happened now. After this, price started rushing like there was just a good rush. I think if I don't even let's say that was not your target and you take it up as high as here, you would make your 4R 160 pips. If you risk well, or you know what you're doing with your rigs and all, you will make good money with a 34 pips rigs. And then this was my target, because this is where I'm targeting that most likely price people start to look for more sales. That is the most probable sell level. Even though with the presence of this FVG here, you could get some confusion, but you could see what happened when you tap to the FVG. You could see the whole rejection. But then due to how price is bullish, this is part of the things actually giving me some narrative towards the new week, that we could have much more bullish push. And then you could see price reached that level, exactly that level now, and started to push down lower before we could try to see this switch. This crazy switch. It refused to close above the FVG. I started to give this, and I did not take any. Okay, I think I called the trade on Friday too. I called the trade on Friday. We started moving 60 pips right about here. After this sweep, we started moving 60 pips up, but then price came back down, took us out. I think my entry is actually quite lower. It's quite lower. My self is somewhere around here, because I think with the clues that we close on the channel, I call this on my community channel, on my VIP channel too. And and then price came back up to our entry. My entry was somewhere exactly at this point, and then stopped us out somewhere here. So that will be all for now, and then subsequently I'll improve these videos when I'll actually get trading view premium, so that we could actually get more premium experience for seeing all of this stuff in action. So take your notes, learn something, and then we'll see you within the week. If you're not part of the channel, you need to join up and join us and make crazy money. We're actually growing pretty fast. And then follow me on Twitter too. All the links are in the description, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.